'Tis I. Hey everyone, glad to see you back, glad to see you looking fresh. So, I finally finished Dragon Ball Super, which means I have finished all of Dragon Ball, save for, GT and Kai and stuff, which I may watch eventually, but I don't really have plans to right now. I kind of just watched a lot of Dragon Ball, and kind of want to watch some other things before I dive into some of the side stuff. Super was a lot better than I expected. Going in, I thought that the show was going to be not the greatest, because that's what a lot of Dragon Ball fans have told me, and what I heard a lot online. But honestly, I had a blast. The beginning starts out apparently recreating two movies, the Battle of the Gods and Resurrection F. They get remade in this show, and that stuff's okay. I haven't seen that movie yet. They seem to do a decent job of what I heard. Like, the animation isn't the greatest. The animation gets better as the show goes on, but the beginning there, it's kind of whatever. But then the arc after that is when they started training with Beerus and all that was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that arc a lot. I really enjoyed the show, say for the Goku Black arc. That stuff wasn't the greatest, was it? That stuff wasn't good. That was probably my least favorite arc as a whole in like all of Dragon Ball, maybe. So I guess I can see why people aren't a fan of this show, because the Goku Black arc wasn't very fun. It had some cool elements, but it was really confusing, and the pacing like grinded to a halt, especially because of the snappiness of that cool tournament that happened right before it, and it was the weird time travel stuff, and I've never been a huge fan of Future Trunks anyway, so having a whole nother arc around him, I was like, alright. And his hair's blue now? That's silly. I get, like, Bulma's hair is blue, so why isn't his hair blue? But, like, isn't it in the manga, like, her hair purple? So they made his hair purple, and now they made his hair blue again. But they kept young Trunks' hair purple. Whatever. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, that arc was whatever, right? It was basically your typical, like, bad guy shows up, we can't beat him, we gotta get more power. It did bring some cool stuff, like the Pilaf trio got to do some cool stuff, and I always like seeing them. So, that's no problem. But after the Goku Black arc, the Tournament of Power, oh man, was that just the best? I loved that arc so much. It's like some of my favorite anime I've ever seen. And I know it's coming from a Dragon Ball fan. It's like, oh, of course he likes the Dragon Ball battle stuff. But yeah, that's why I'm here. I'm here to see big, fun action fights. Like, that's what Dragon Ball is, basically. Like, all these lovable characters, and we just punch the crap out of some people, and it's just the best. And nothing exemplifies that more than the Tournament of Power. The pre-arc before it, like, we're getting the band together, like, we need 10 people. Like, let's go recruit 10 people. Of course, you got Goku and you got Vegeta, who are always down for a scrap. And then we gotta recruit 8 others. So who are the 8 gonna be? We get Krillin. Great. Like, I love Goku and Krillin's relationship. The whole show, they've been like a center stone. Krillin's always been there, right? And it's great to have him in the fight. It might have just been to get 18 on board, but, to have Krillin involved is great. 18, and we get 17, like, we get the twins involved, like, that's awesome. Like, that's already, like, a pretty decent squad as is, and then we get some other Turtle School members, we get Master Roshi himself involved, and we go and we get Tien, who Tien hasn't done a lot in a long time, so I love when we bring a character back who hasn't done a whole lot in the show, especially because someone like Tien, who's a human, has been very much outclassed. Having him be able to come in and prove himself a little bit in this tournament, I love that. And of course we get the father-son team of Piccolo and Gohan. Fantastic. And, the final character, we get Frieza involved. And Frieza's great in this. I love Frieza in this series. Classic Dragon Ball Z fans would say Frieza's the best, he's the GOAT, like, whatever. And I was just whatever. Like, I watched him come in and come out like any other villain. He's so good in this. Everyone is so good in this. The Tournament of Power. My friends, when I watched it, they would not stop hearing me talk about it. Like, I'm watching the Tournament of Power this weekend is all I'm doing. Tournament of Power is like 30-some episodes long from like start to finish, and I watched it all in a weekend. Like, that's all I did was watch Dragon Ball Super. Oh man, was it good. I loved it. Like, I'm still gushing about it now, because it's just, like, the music, like, the stakes feel real the first time, because this is, like, the end of Super. Like, I don't know what's after. Well, I do. Broly's after it, so I knew that they were going to make it. But, like, it's Dragon Ball. Of course they're going to make it. But some of the stakes did feel real. I really liked a lot of the characters introduced from other universes. Like, I really like Caulifla and Kale a lot. Jiren, I think, is a really interesting character. Of course, some people will say he's just a blank slate. But, I mean, what is Cell's personality? You know? He's in more episodes, but the pacing was slow back then. So it's like, I don't see any issue more with Jiren than I would with, like, someone like Cell. So I don't get the issue some people have with him that I've heard, but I thought he was really good. I think I just really like the creativity in a lot of different universes and how they fought and everything. And the way that episodes were structured, like, we get a little bit of this character, like Master Roshi get an episode, Krillin would get an episode, Tien would get an episode, we get stuff with Gohan and Piccolo, and they bounce back, and of course we get a lot with Vegeta and Goku and whatnot, but just seeing, like, all the little guys get a play is so much fun. I miss my boy Yamcha. I love that they made a joke of it, like, Yamcha's like, oh, they're gonna invite me, they're definitely gonna invite me, and then they don't. He's like oh, it's because I would make it too easy for him. Oh, I love Yamcha. He's the best, isn't he? This is the thing with Dragon Ball Super. I had so much fun with this. If I had to pick one to watch again right now, it would probably be Super again, even though it has the worst Dragon Ball stuff in the Goku Black. It has the best in the Tournament of Power. It's a very dichotomous thing. I like all three series about the same. Rank them on a scale from 1 to 10, give them a soft score. They'll be an 8, Dragon Ball 8, Dragon Ball Z 8, Dragon Ball Super 8. They're all for different reasons. Like, they're very different shows. You know, they're all part of the same franchise, and you can very much feel the progression as the whole thing goes along. They're very different beasts in their own right. I'm very, very happy I got to watch all of these. I'm ecstatic now because when I go back and I watch, like, Broly's what got me into the franchise. So being able to watch all of the franchise and then be able to go back and watch Broly, because I'm sure there's references in that I missed when I watched this movie, and I loved this movie, like, pre-knowledge of the franchise. So now being able to have that knowledge going into it, I'm sure it's going to be incredible. So I cannot wait to do that again. Like I keep saying to my friends, like, if you want, like, just good battle action, like, you can't go wrong with this show. Like, you can skip the Goku Black arc, you're not gonna miss anything, really. Like, if you literally, like, go to the tournament of Universe 6 and 7, and then after that, like, they're talking about when we're gonna have the next tournament, you literally skip the Goku Black arc, which is the next one, and then pop right into the Tournament of Power, you wouldn't miss anything. For a while, like I said, with the middle there, I was like, yeah, people are right, this isn't the best. But at the end, when it all came to it, when that final credits hit, I was like, that was something special. And what a ride it's been. Nearly 600 episodes has culminated to this moment, and I'm so happy I took the ride. It opened the doors to me to be like, oh, maybe I'll watch another epic of an anime someday. I might watch either Naruto or One Piece or something like that down the line. That's my thoughts on Dragon Ball Super. It's crazy to say that I've seen it all. That'll about do it for me today. Thank you so very much for watching. And as always, like this if you like this, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you at some point.